Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another round of RaceFace. Do apologize for the little bit of a delay. Well, I can say little, it's actually quite a bit. But suddenly the new liveries decided to go and corrupt files. But once again, joining me in the box is Janneman Price. Janneman, how are you doing this evening?
Good evening, Steve. I'm doing well. Tonight, Zandvoort at the Netherlands. You know, these GT3 cars, I think around a track like this, with the M2s also on track, I think it's going to get interesting.
It's going to be properly interesting. We had our GT4s go out, not GT4s, our Sim2Real BMWs, the Sim2Real car series. Tariq Adam taking first place there, Christopher Radloff in second, Hannes van Beek taking third, Michael Leroux taking fourth place with Ryan Ottens in fifth. We take a look at the current standings for qualifying for our GT3 Sprint Series. Morgan McCall at the top of the ladder. He is getting chased down by Tobias Ripper. I think I said that, Reaper?
Reaper. Yeah, well, we had a quick, sorry, before you continue, we had a quick chat before you joined us. Reaper is actually a new driver. So, and by the times he's putting in, it looks like he's going to be something to watch out for.
So he's chasing down this man here. of Morgan McCall. Then we got Tobias, Mac van der Merwe in 3rd place, Henry Meyer currently in 4th place, Gideon Reyna in 5th place, 6th place Daniel Rowe, followed by Dean Kabasa, Jason McGregor, and Peter Oosthuizen in 9th place. Justin Lotus currently in 10th place. But Reaper putting in a good effort, getting that 135.2 as his quickest time. Morgan McCall at the top of the ladder, 134.7. So going to be interesting there. Daniel Rowe down 135.4 was his best time, putting him in 6th place at the moment. So been an interesting little bit of qualifying. Once again, do humbly apologize for being late to the party. That's my bad. I'll make sure to buy the drinks on me.
When?
Chocolate milkshakes, let's say.
No, I just want to know when I should head over to your side of the world.
You're always welcome, buddy. So it's going to be interesting. So far, Henry Mayer currently down in 4th place and slightly up on his time, jumps him up to 2nd place. He has been so far the man to watch in the GT3 Sprint Series. Morgan McCall, he's going to be at the top of the board. Tobias taking 3rd place. Mac van der Merwe taking 4th place at the moment. Person that's currently 0.3 up on his time is Daniel Rowe of the Hybrid Academy Invictus team. So let's see how he's going to be able to make this work. And it's going to be one interesting race, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's a sprint race, 45 minutes start to finish, no pit stops, you know. And as we've seen over the past couple of weeks, Steve, the racing on Wednesday nights just gets closer and closer and closer. I mean, last week we had 3 wide battles. The guys are definitely not afraid to duke it out.
No, not going to be hanging around. Sujin Pillay was 0.1 up on his time. He got 11th place. Daniel Rowe still out on circuit, 0.1, and just losing it right at the end, that final corner coming into play. So as our qualifying session ends and we're going to be looking into our race, we'll head through the field and let you know who's where, what's happening, what's the stories. So you can see everyone lined up in the pits. Wait for our system to head over, and we are now ready to race. Gentlemen, take us through who's where, what's happening.
Right, with 1 minute 50 seconds till race start. Pole position, Morgan McCall. 2nd place, Meyer. 3rd place, Reaper, our new driver. Then Van der Merwe in 4th. Renner in 5th. Fenter in 6th position. Daniel Rowe dropping down to 7th place. Then McGregor 8th place. Dean Kabasa in 9th. Peter Oosthuizen in 10th place. Surgeon Pillay 11th place. Miller 12th. Lotus 13th. Then we got Nicholas Manuel 14th position. Nkube 15th. Skuman in 16th place, followed by Buerta. Bertus Hugo 18th place. Then in Buerta at 19th. Mayberg in 20th. Luck in 21st. Renner 22nd. Chryslet 23rd, Duplessis 24th, and then we move on to our M2 class.
Tariq Adam taking 1st place, Christopher Radloff down in 2nd place, Hannes van Wyk taking 3rd, Michael Leroux in 4th place, followed by Ryan Ottens, Kurt Gloschken, Christian Esterhaus, Romano Jonker, Grant van Derley. But take a look a little bit at the back, William Wentworth and we've got Mahayath Musa, who are in GT3 cars, who did not go out for quali, and they're going to have to go past. A little bit of a smaller grid as we've seen from the Sim2Real guys, but a lot of people affected with the current new schedule, load shedding, which has been a great ball of fun. So a lot of guys are going to be utilizing their drop rounds for this sort of race. But it's going to be interesting, you know. Super tight circuit. As we saw with Barcelona, the racing can get quite fierce and overtaking becomes very difficult. Zandvoort's one of these circuits that having the most powerful car does not always help.
No, Zandvoort, it's going to be all about the rotation of the car. If you can you know, have a car that can rotate on its axis fairly well, you know, and be stable while doing it, you know, I think you're going to have a good race if you can keep it clean. Because Zandvoort's got, you know, a very tight and twisty bits. It's got high speed corners. I did a race here on Monday evening. It's pretty hard on the front tires, especially that left front tire likes overheating a lot. So I don't know if the guys will be able to, well, knowing these guys, they'll go flat out from start to finish, but I think definitely it's going to hurt the tires. Interesting now with the two GT3 cars at the back. Steve, do you think that was an error in judgment, maybe not qualifying and think, you know, I'll start from the back of the grid to, you know, to check things out on the first lap, but forgetting that I'll end up behind the M2s?
I know a lot of people err on the side of caution when it comes to the circuit. They don't want to land up with any difficulties in terms of a lap 1 incident. So guys tend to err on the side of caution, not go out for qualifying and see what happens. But in doing so, I think they've shot themselves in the foot, not realizing that they've got those M2s. They're hoping to get past the M2s as quick as possible. But remember, the Genisus Sim2Real class is ready to go out for the big prize of winning a paid season in a Toyota Yaris GR, where our GT3 sprint guys are going to give it hell for leather as they're going to look to climb their way to the top. I don't think it's an error in judgment, but I do feel that it might have been the wrong call of things.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Just quickly on the chat, Robert Wentworth. Hi Robert. He says, have they updated the final corner yet? No, it's still flat. It has not been banked yet. That I can tell you. So looking at a lot of understeer through that corner if you don't have the correct setup.
So that's a little bit of a case scenario, and I'm sure Kunos is going to be working diligently to get that up and going, considering this is the premiere, as Morgan McCall is going to be leading it out. Henry Meyer in second, Tobias in third, Gideon Reyna in fourth place, Mac van der Merwe in fifth, Christian Venter down in sixth place, hoping to get the jump on everyone. But let's find out. One corner to go, 70 kilometers an hour. You're going to have to hold it. No jumping on the start. You don't want to mess up. The pit lane is an absolute revolting thing to get into. So the last thing you want to do is get a drive through on a sprint race. Lights on. And lights off, and we are racing, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at Mac van der Merwe taking a good move, trying to move up, trying to get in between the likes of McCall and Mayer. Dives up on the inside, no contact as yet, sneak through as he managed to do it. Gideon Reyna also making his way up into fourth place. Tobias Reaper going side by side. Take a look, Daniel Rowe trying to move his way through with Jason McGregor, his teammate right behind him. Christian Venter also pushing him in the Ferrari, hoping to get a little bit more of a drive as they start to open up a little bit. But what a bit of a killer start for the new driver, Tobias Reaper, looking to do battle, and now has got the likes